Yo, what's good, YouTube? So it's our second video on the channel. It's about 7 in the morning again. I just woke up. Today we got quite a big job going on today. That's probably gonna take us a couple of days. We have to lay down a weed barrier. We have to lay down a bunch of weed barrier. Then we have to install about 13 plants. Then we have to transplant one plant. Then she wants us to install some gravel. So yeah, it's gonna be quite the big job. But yeah, I'll see you guys whenever we're on our way over. It's not too far away from here. I believe it's about 10 minutes at most from my house. So yeah, I'll see you guys whenever I'm on my way. Yo, what's up, guys? So we just got to the yard, and today we're going to be focusing on getting all the old weeds out and the old weed barrier, and we're going to be transplanting and digging all the holes for the plants that we're going to be putting in tomorrow. So yeah, I'm here with my partner Arnold, and yeah, I guess I'll kind of show you guys around the entire yard and what we're kind of going to do. So right here, we're going to be removing all of this, and we're going to be putting in a new weed barrier, and we're going to be doing the same here. We're going to be putting in weed barrier for all of this. All of this is going to be getting weed. We're going to be putting a weed barrier through that. We're going to be ripping out all of this old weed barrier here, and then we're going to be replacing it with new weed barrier. And then she wants us to transplant, I believe, this bush right here, and she wants us to put that, I believe, somewhere over there. So yeah, we're gonna put all new weed barrier all through this, and then we're gonna dig about 13 plots or 13 holes. That way we could put in some new plants, and yeah, it should look all pretty nice. And then we're gonna lay out a bunch of gravel at the end all around, and it should look pretty nice. So yeah, that's gonna be about it for this yard though. Guess we'll just get straight into the time lapse then. Yo, what's up guys? So we just finished for the day. We did a lot. Me and my partner Arnold here, we laid out all the weed barrier. We transferred one plant from one area to another area, and we got rid of a rose bush and another like grassy bush over there. I forgot what it's called at the moment right now, but yeah, let me show you guys around. So as you guys can see, we moved all these rocks as well. They were all over there. We moved all of these. We moved them down to here. We put down all of this weed barrier here. And then we transferred this bush, or this rose bush, which was originally over here. So we transferred that just right over here. And then we got rid of all these rocks over here. And then we got rid of another bush right here. So yeah, that's gonna be all that we did today. We're gonna come back out tomorrow and we're gonna plant about 13 different plants, and then we're gonna lay down a bunch of gravel, and we're gonna actually put in the rest of the weed barrier as well. So yeah, that was a pretty good first day for us. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow then. Yo, what's up guys? It's officially day 2 and we're about to head out to the yard. We're starting a little bit later, so we're gonna start at 9. It's about 8:40 right now. All we're gonna be doing today is digging about 13 holes so we can start planting everything. They're getting the plants from the nursery around 12 o'clock, so hopefully we'll have all the holes dug by then, and then we're gonna lay down the weed barrier around the plants, and we're gonna lay gravel as well. So yeah, gonna be hopefully pretty busy day. I don't know if we're gonna get all of that done today, but we're gonna try. So yeah, I'll see you guys whenever we get out to the job site then.
Hey, what's up guys? It's Arnold. We just got here to the yard, and we have a lot to do today, and hopefully we can get a lot of it done. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it over to my business partner to go ahead and explain everything to you guys.
Yo, what's up guys? So like you said, we just got out here to the yard. So today we're gonna be digging 13 holes so we can start planting, and then we're gonna lay down the rest of the weed barrier, and then we're gonna hopefully we lay down some gravel. I don't know if we're gonna get that far, but we're definitely gonna be planting today and the weed barrier today for sure. So let me kind of show you guys exactly where we're gonna be putting these plants at. So as you guys can see, where it's flagged, the flags are kind of messed up, but where it's flagged kind of shows you guys exactly where we're gonna be planting these. So we're gonna have to clear out all of this dirt because it's too fertilized for the plants that they're putting in. So right here is another 2 plants that we're gonna be installing. And then right here as well. And then over here, we're gonna be doing some smaller plants. Yeah, that's gonna be everything that we're doing today. So yeah, I'll just skip straight to the time lapse then.
Hey, what's up, guys? We ended up just finishing up for the day. Got a lot done, but we should be finishing up tomorrow, Vanity.
Yeah, what's up, guys? So like you said, that we did get a lot done. We ended up laying the weed barrier down for the cactuses, and we ended up planting about 6 cactuses in total, and about, I think, 7 other plants as well. So let me kind of show you guys around at what that kind of looks like. All right, as you guys can see, we laid down all this weed barrier for the cactuses, and we planted all of these cactuses in. It looks really nice, as you guys can see. And then over here, we planted this. We planted all of this as well. All of this. And all of this. So yeah, as you guys could see, we did a lot today. We sadly didn't finish up. We thought in the morning that we'd get a lot more done, but stuff ends up taking a little bit more time than we expected to. But we should get out here to lay the gravel on Monday and to lay the rest of the weed barrier tomorrow. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. Yo, what is up, guys? We are back at it again, and it is day 3. It is about 7:30 right now. Today we're gonna go out there, or I'm about to go out there right now. I'm gonna go pick up one of our workers, then we're gonna go head out there and just lay down the rest of the weed barrier. That's all we really can do today, since the gravel comes in tomorrow. So yeah, hopefully it's gonna be a pretty fast day, and hopefully we finish up a little earlier than we expect, and it doesn't take the whole day, but we'll see what happens. All right, I'll see you guys whenever we get to the site then. Yo, what's up, guys? So we just got out here to the site, and with my worker Jeremy over here, who's gonna be helping me out for the day. Today we're just gonna be laying down a lot of the weed barrier, hopefully the rest of the weed barrier, and then so I'll show you guys where that's gonna be. So as you guys can see, we're just gonna be laying down weed barrier throughout all of this, basically where we planted yesterday. We didn't lay any of the weed barrier down first because we wanted to install all of these plants first before we added any of the weed barrier. So that's what we're mostly going to be doing, is adding the weed barrier there. And then over here to the side of the house, they also want some weed barrier added, but they're adding some pipes in first. So I don't know how long that's going to take, but I'll show you guys where that is. So that's going to be right down here. All along this, we're also going to be adding weed barrier throughout all of this, but we just have to wait for them to add a couple pipes first. So yeah, that's going to be everything that we're doing today. So yeah, I guess we'll just skip straight to the time-lapse thing. Yo, what's up, guys? So we just finished up for the day. We did everything that we could, which was just laying the rest of the weed barrier in that area I showed you this morning. We'll come out back tomorrow though, whenever the gravel gets here and whenever the pipe gets laid down on the side of the house, so we can lay down the rest of the weed barrier. So yeah, that's all that we're really going to be able to do today. So let me kind of show you guys around on everything that we installed. So as you guys can see, we installed all of this weed barrier here, and it's just gonna go down all the way, as you guys can see, all the way down over there. So yeah, it took us around 2 hours to get that all installed. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Luckily it was a little short day. So yeah. Yo, what's up, guys? So we just got back out here to the yard today, and it's Monday. It's about like 9:30, I believe, right now. So sadly the rocks didn't get out here. So today what we're gonna do, we're gonna end up helping lay the rest of this pipe down over here. So we're gonna dig a trench about an inch below the concrete and then lay down the rest of this pipe, and then we're also gonna plant a plant in the front yard. So I'll show you guys the pipe and where we're gonna be digging. We're gonna be digging through all of this, just an inch below, to lay down everything. Yeah, it'll lay an inch below the concrete, and it'll go down, and then we'll plant a bush somewhere over here. So yeah, that's gonna be kind of what we're doing today. So yeah, I'll see you guys in time lapse day. Yo, what's up guys? So I forgot to film an outro while I was over there, but we ended up finishing what we needed to get done for the day, which was laying down all of that pipe and then removing that big shrub in their front yard, which took so much longer to help. Shout out to my worker, absolute beast, for helping me out. He was the main reason we actually got it out. So yeah, I guess tomorrow we're gonna lay down all the rest of the weed barrier that we need, and then the rest of the rocks or the gravel, and then that'll be it. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow then. Yo, what's up guys? We just got out here to the yard today. Hopefully this is gonna be our last day out here. Hopefully we finish up everything today. We're waiting for the gravel company to come and drop off all the rocks right now, and then we're gonna plant a bush in replacement of the plant that we took out yesterday, and then we're gonna be laying down a bunch of weed barrier and then the gravel, and then that's gonna be it. So hopefully we get that all done today, and yeah, we'll just skip straight to Timelapse then. Yo, what's up guys? So we just finished up the yard. Took us about 6 days and like 30 something hours. I want to say about 35 hours. So took us a while, but let me show you guys everything that we did. So as you guys can see, we did an absolute ton of work to this yard. We laid down all of that rock, the weed barrier underneath the rock. We dug the trenches for the pipe. We laid down the pipe. I'll put the name up of everything that we planted. So yeah, we did an absolute ton to this yard. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys like and subscribe for more content like this. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.